A lot of people got problems getting approved for things because nowadays banks are tightening up and they want to see pay stubs, right? If a bank is going to ask you for the last 3 pay stubs, you got to be prepared. And if you got an LLC and you got some cash to play with, you can be prepared for anything. If you know you're about to go within the next like 3 months and go get a high-rise apartment, and you like an entrepreneur type, you don't really got like a job to show that you make this X amount every month, this is a method that you can use to show legal and credible pay stubs from a well-renowned payroll company. If the apartment got any questions, they can call, they can verify. All this is verifiable, all of it is foolproof, and I'm gonna break it down how to do it within 3 months. So most things that are gonna wanna approve you, whether it's like a whip, whether it's a crib, anything, if you're going for some high ticket, like let's say this high rise, they're gonna wanna see pay stubs. They're gonna wanna see a good credit score. So you need to clean your credit if it ain't already clean. You need to have good credit, but they might also even wanna see some pay stubs. They might ask you for the last 3 pay stubs, and if you ain't got that and you got a good credit, they might charge you like $1,800 just to move in, like an extra fee, another $2,000, another $3,000 just to move in, just because you can't show. They need some more trust, right? This is how you get around that. Let's say you got to show $3,000 every 2 weeks that you're getting paid, right? Because typically apartments want to see like 3 times the amount of rent being made so that they can trust you to make the rent, right? You got to download Run by ADP. It's an app on iOS or Android. You got to, if you're going to pay yourself through credit card, you got to get Plastique. It's something that you can integrate to ADP so that you can run payroll off a credit card. If you're gonna do it cash, don't worry about the Plastique. I did it cash, I didn't have to worry about the Plastique. But you get something called Run by ADP, and then you connect it to your business bank account, and you just set yourself up for automatic payroll every time, right? So like me, I have a Novo business bank account. Novo is a business bank account that's online. It's a fintech company. It don't have no branches, right? And then I have my Navy Federal account where I keep a lot of my bread at. So what I did is I kept like 3 bands in a check-ins account at Navy Fed, and I hooked up my ADP account to my Navy Fed account so that every time it runs payroll, it comes out of my checking account at Navy Federal and it goes to my business account in Novo, right? And then I get paid from the business account. So every time that money would come in, I would just send it right back to Navy Fed. Boom, Navy Fed pays me into my Novo account. I get the pay stub and I send it back so it's ready for next month. You ain't got to spend no money doing this. I think it's like $75, $78 with taxes every time ADP runs your payroll, but it's nothing compared to what you get in return. $75 every month for 3 months. Now you got 3 credible pay stubs. You got 6 in my case, because I was running pay stubs every 2 weeks for 3 bands each time, so that I could show $6,000 reporting so that I could get the apartment that I want. And that's what I'm saying is like these companies are going to want to see 3 times the rent on the apartment that you want. So you got to show them that I make 3 times the rent, and without them being suspicious, you got to create these pay stubs. So you got to have a couple things set up. You got to have a Run by ADP. You got to have a business bank account. You got to have a personal bank account, and you got to have an LLC. If you got them things in place, it's real smooth. All you got to do, make a couple phone calls, sign up for a couple accounts, and that's how you're going to get approved for just about anything that's going to ask you for pay stubs. All right, so make sure you set this in motion now, so that within 3 months, if you got to show pay stubs, you can show the most current pay stubs. If you want to do it 6 months down the line, just go ahead and start it now. Like it's not going to hurt nothing to go ahead and start it now. Show those pay stubs so that you can get guaranteed approvals for anything that you want. That's the video. If y'all got any questions, you want me to go in depth and more, hit my DMs on Instagram, hit me on YouTube, comment section, anything. I'm always open. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see next too.